here at the broadcast booth, none other than T-Bone Steaks himself. You gotta use this one.
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Tony Padilla, thank you for joining us. Tony, what are your thoughts? New home, new setting, same show.
I'm excited. I'm excited probably as you guys are. I mean, it's a new home. I'm not going to BS anybody. This is literally 20 minutes from my house, so I'm excited about this place. It looks like we did find a new home. Fights are going great, crowd's great, so I think we found a new spot.
SparStar MMA featherweight title. Entering the cage first, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Chris Cocores.
Well, Tony, you got one of the best seats in the house for this one if you want to stick around. Leo Imai versus Chris Cocores. You know, I don't need to tell you about Leo Imai, but this Chris guy is coming in with a total record of what, 7-1, 7-2?
Well, Leo Imai is homegrown. We all know his pedigree comes from the SparStar cage. From what I heard from his opponent and the homework we've done, he has a game opponent. So I am excited about this fight, and let's see what transpires in the next fight.
Chris Cocores comes to the cage out of South Lake Tahoe, California. He's 25. He brings an amateur record of 6-2 to the cage. But Tony, Kevin, the story behind this kid is what intrigues me. This young man lost his mother and his brother to the evil disease of cancer in the same year. And he's been able to come back from that heartbreak, that tragedy, and turn it around to a positive and put on a performance inside that cage. He's brought his record to 6-2, and he's looking to pick up a title tonight in the honor of his mother and his brother.
Wow, all props to him. I mean, what more can you strive for in honor of your mother? I mean, there's no better thing to fight for. I mean, he does have a tough task in front of him, and all props to both these guys. This is literally Leo Imai's toughest opponent in my eyes. So let's see what happens the next fight. I mean, I am unbiased. I want the best fights being put forward, and this is the best fight we can put forward for our champ, Leo Imai. And if he pulls through, he pulls through. If we get a new champ, we get a new champ. It is what it is. All cards are on the table right now. Let's see what happens.
Now, Tony, before our colleague Joe Schilling joins us back here in the booth, Kevin and I want to know, everybody watching at home wants to know, and everybody here wants to know, when Tony Padilla, T-Bone Steaks, is the next SparStar MMA event?
We're looking at May. I'm not going to announce a date, but we're looking at May, and we literally got 6 to 8 shows planned out for the rest of 2017. You guys stay posted at SparStarMMA.com. We'll let you know what's going on, but we got a busy year, 2017. SparStar putting it down. We got the best fighters coming up. We got everybody ready to transition to the next level, and SparStar can do that for you. 2017 is going to be off the hook. You guys stay tuned. Here comes Joe Schilling. Thank you guys for everything. Much love.
Kevin, that answer is not satisfactory enough. We might have to have Joe Schilling corner T-Bone downstairs and tell him we need another event next week.
We want a date.
SparStar is off the chain.
A liver shot might do that.
Hey, liver shot will get you to admit anything.
Thank you. In all seriousness, thank you so much to Tony Padilla, T-Bone Steaks, a man that has done so much not only for my career, but for so many people here tonight. A true ambassador to the sport of mixed martial arts at a grassroots level. Tony, my hat's off to you, buddy.
All love. All love. T-Bone out. You guys enjoy the show. Much love.
All right, my brother. We'll see you after.
But we, Kevin Widows, we got work to do because there are titles on the line. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
This is going to be a barn burner. You got Leo Imai coming in. What's Leo's record?
Leo's 6-1. Leo fights out of Robot Fighting Fitness in Santa Monica, California. Likes to go by the nickname Domo, which I think is kind of a cool nickname. Yeah. He's a well-rounded fighter, good Muay Thai, good Jiu-Jitsu. You know, he's the type of guy that's really trying to test himself, see how far he can make it, but in my opinion, the sky's the limit, and we're about to see it right here. Joe Schilling joining us here, Cage-Side. Joe, thoughts so far on SparStar? Yeah.
He's a brown, I believe. Yeah.
This is going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to this one.
We were talking about his opponent before you joined us here. This kid Cocores comes to the cage with a 6-2 record, but the story behind him is you saw him walk out with the Fuck Cancer shirt. This young man in 2011 lost both his mother and his brother to that horrible disease, a disease that we all
I lost my
so much
father
about.
last year to it. You know, I definitely support him in that. Fuck cancer. Everybody listening around the world, fuck cancer.
Yeah. And for those of you that are listening, open up your checkbooks, donate to cancer research because it does do big things.
Absolutely.
All right, fight fans, here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present the co-main event of this evening. Three-minute rounds of mixed martial arts for the SparStar MMA featherweight title. This bout is sponsored by YTAP Let's Fight. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Franklin Aghetti. And now, introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing black trunks trimmed in gray. He is training out of Higley Fit and Low Pro Grappling by way of San Diego, California. He weighed in 149 pounds. His record, 6 wins, 2 losses, with 5 wins coming by either submission or knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the current WFC featherweight champion, Chris Cocores! His opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing blue trunks trimmed in white. He is training out of Robot Fight and Fitness, Los Angeles, California. He weighed in 145 pounds. His record, 6 wins, only 1 defeat, with 5 wins coming by either submission or knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the current SparStar MMA featherweight champion, Leo Domo Imai. Once again, our referee in charge, Franklin Aghetti, to give final instructions.
Protect yourself at all time and obey my at all time. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Shake your
What's this?
All right, we have one of our main events here. And you know, I've never been one to make my own candle brighter by blowing someone else's out, but if you look at the 2 guys inside the cage right now, can you imagine? This is an amateur mixed martial arts promotion. Wherever do you see this?
Yeah, both these guys are ready for pro level, in my opinion. Leo, I believe, is a brown belt jiu-jitsu. Also been working his striking extensively.
Oh, nice head kick, Joe Schilling.
As Joe pointed out. Beautiful double leg. Watch out for the triangle from Cocores.
Leo's fights are always super exciting. He's always super technical and well prepared.
Cocores looking to tie up Imai from the top position here.
He's going to look to split that guard, see how he's stuffing the right knee in between the guard of Cocores to try to get an opening.
He's already looking to pass.
Yep.
Leo Imai is tremendously strong for 145 pounds, man.
And a solid jiu-jitsu game. He works with Tim Peters, who's under a black belt under Jiva Santana. I mean,
The
very
arm
good.
collector.
David Huerta, tons of experience. One of my best friends for years and years. My regular training partner, high-level Muay Thai.
And Leo Domo Imai landing some IQ changing right hands here from the top position.
You see how Leo's crawled into the half guard here. I like that position where you sit on the opponent's bottom leg, but Cocores doing a nice job of recovering close guard.
I like the shots to the thigh right there as he was passing the guard. You know, that's
I was going to say
it doesn't
the
seem like it
there.
would be that effective, but that shit hurts and it takes you out of your game plan. Like, why the fuck does my leg hurt right now? This is not what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Takes him out of his shit.
Yeah, try telling that to a running back that a Charlie horse can't take away your speed.
Yeah.
But right now, Leo, Domo, and Imai, top position, controlling Cocores here on the ground. Cocores doing a good job of keeping his guard closed, Kevin.
He does have an active guard. You can see he's skilled off his back, but Leo is just, in my opinion, and I've known Leo for a number of years, he's probably at black belt level, so you're not just going to be able to throw your legs up and catch him in something.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Good job.
And really, in the 2-minute round, if you're on the bottom and you close your guard, you better get that submission, or you should be working back to get up to your feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It looks like
that's serious and professional level, a 5-minute round. So in a 2-minute round, really closing your guard is, unless you can pull off something slick, which I don't think is going to happen against Leo, you're losing this round.
You know, there's a variety of attacks coming from Cocores on the bottom, but each one of them.
Leo's working right to mount.
Oh, he's got it.
He might have this.
Choke.
It looks like it's under the chin.
That's a wrap, son.
It looks like it's under the chin. Oh, it's over the
Nice.
mouth.
He's defending well.
Cocores using some black magic to get out of that one.
Leo using that body triangle now.
Out of the woods a little bit, but he's still stuck in that body triangle with Leo on his back.
Luckily for him, the round is coming to a close here soon. He's got to survive for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's that 2
Good
minutes.
turn-in. Beautiful job by Cocores to reverse position here and finish out the round riding the horse.
Are these 3 minutes or 2?
3, yeah. These guys have been around for a
these are
while.
3
That was a
rounds,
3, okay. That still went by really quick, though.
That's high-level amateur stuff right there.
Yeah.
For real.
That's what I was saying earlier when Albert was sitting with us. A lot of these guys who are at the high levels of amateur are ready for pro, you know, and they've been ready for a couple fights.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that's more that speaks to the evolution of the sport from a grassroots level? It's actually producing.
Absolutely. You know, when I was fighting, and when I was still an amateur, there was no amateur MMA. It was still illegal in California.
You fought pro or you didn't fight.
Once you were a pro, it was like, once they made it legal, it was like you were a pro or you didn't fight. So for me, being a striker, when I went into MMA, like, I'd be great right now in MMA if I could have gotten the experience that I got from smokers and kickboxing in a show like this. And a show like this, SparStar MMA, these guys are building the future of the sport as professionals. And these guys, I mean, look at these guys. These guys could be an undercard on Bellator tomorrow.
For sure. Absolutely. And you know, we were talking about that earlier. We've actually seen fighters go from SparStar to Bellator. Albert Morales, Marcos Padilla. We've seen them before.
Yeah. Tony does a great job, you know what I mean? Matchmaking it, paying attention to who's ready, and there's been quite a few guys that are, it's almost like a farm league for the upper levels.
I mean, you could honestly say in the UFC thereabouts that are not as entertaining as this one before us right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just cracked shins there, both of them.
Yeah. Purple belt, brown belt, I'm not even sure, but it's high level.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And Cocores seems like he's ready for everything too. He seems to have an answer for every answer.
Yeah, good takedown defense right there. This is a high level fight.
It's answer for answer. No questions
Nice leg
asked.
kick. That was solid.
Deep leg kick.
That was a good one. Nice.
Ooh, nice takedown by Imai.
So that didn't look like it landed that well, but you could tell his leg was straightened down. That was a thumper. Like, his leg is hurting right now, and it immediately caused him to give up and go to the takedown.
Bulldozing like
Crumble for the
takedown.
Cocores has that tricky guard. He keeps coming close to locking up like a half triangle. Leo is wise to it, though. He's been in this position many times.
He's got that aggressive, long-legged guard. Man. He's got the right body type for this. And Leo has the disadvantage for sure. And
Looking to use that
physical attributes, I guess.
That rubber guard, Kevin.
Yeah, he's looking
bottom?
for mission control. He's got Leo's. It looks like Leo's left arm was trapped, but now he's all right.
Seemed like he was just using that to control posture. Wasn't threatening with anything there.
Well, it's difficult against the cage. Again, it takes away an entire side of your mobility. You can't sweep to that side. You can't even hip out to that side.
Now, how difficult is it for a fighter like Cocores, Joe, who spent the better part of 2 rounds now, you know, underneath Imai here, getting the business, as they would say. What does this do to his mental state? How can he come back from this?
You know, he might be in the fight those 2 rounds where he's on the back, where he doesn't really think about it that much, but I promise you that his coaches are going to remind him of the reality of where he is on the scorecards after the second round. before the third.
Leo wants to be careful not to jump guillotine here and give up top position.
Nice job by Cocores to work his way back to his feet.
Beautiful knee on the way out, landed right in the midsection of Imai.
Both of these guys wearing a little bit of damage here.
Another aspect of MMA that a lot of people won't pick up on is when you come from a grappling scenario like we just had for a minute and a half and then you stand up and have to strike, your arms are full of blood and you feel very heavy and sluggish.
That lactic acid
those little
fills up,
4-ounce gloves get real heavy real quick.
That's right.
Nice right hand for Cocores, but he eats a left from Imai. Leo Imai.
He's wobbled.
Leo hit him.
Leo needs to make I don't like what he's doing right now.
Outside trip.
He needs a posture and punch. This guy's ready to go.
Cocores in big trouble now. Both hooks in.
Deep.
That's under the chin.
Oh, he's got
ladies and gentlemen.
That's going to be it. That's going to be it.
If he gets out of this,
I don't see him getting out of this.
I don't see this happening.
Cocores
That's
rolling
a
to
wrap,
get
ladies
free.
and gentlemen.
He's out.
Leo using the legs now.
Oh,
Trying
that's
to
a
tackle.
tie.
He got it.
Beautiful job by
Great
Leo
job,
Imai.
Leo.
Leo Imai defends his SparStar featherweight title.
Goes to show you, Tim Peters, black belt under Gina Santana. That's his bread and butter right there.
That's beautiful jiu-jitsu. Right to the mount, take the back, wasted no time.
He saw he was hurt on the feet, got the takedown right away, transitioned right to the back, took care of business.
Unbelievable.
This guy, look for this guy to be making his pro debut here.
Let's get a look at the finish here. Joe Schilling, Kevin Widows. Talk us through this. Leo Imai with a very impressive second round finish.
It started with that big left hand, which backed up Cocores. Then he rushed forward to try to make something happen. And Leo
he pulled out, made the slip, but only a little bit. We saw those earlier in the earlier fights we weren't sure about. These guys were scared, jumping back too far, but they couldn't counter. Leo, telling you,
beautiful outside
solid striking technique to follow up with the submission. This guy is. Watch out for this guy in the future.
He really puts it together well too. He went right off that big left hand to the body lock to the outside leg trip,
Really
right into
impressive
mount.
performance. And that was a great fight, great matchup. That was a really good fight. That was very, very competitive fight.
Evenly matched too. Cocores really brought it. Just was unable to stay off the bottom. Had no answer for the top pressure of Imai.
You know, and also when you take into account that the smaller guy was the aggressor, was pushing, was on top, and the whole fight.
Tap out from a rear naked choke. Our winner. He is still the SparStar MMA featherweight champion, Leo Imai.
Leo Imai retains his title.
Ladies and gentlemen, now in the ring from the ClinchReport.com, Jonathan King.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to Leo Imai here, Chris, come here. I want everybody in the audience, put your hands together for this young man right here. Chris Cocores. This guy's been through a lot in the last few years, lost his mom to cancer. And I think everybody in here has been touched in some way by that disease. So let's give it up for him. I hope to see him back here, man. Showed a lot of heart here. Chris Cocores. But right now, I'm here with a familiar friend. We've done this once or twice before, haven't we, Leo? Once again, the 145 SparStar champion. Leo, how do those words, what's going through your mind?
Man, I'm just happy to be here. I love this new venue, Commerce Casino. Really glad I got to fight here. Before I forget, hey, thank you to Anthony and Tony for putting on a great show and always having me. Did 7 fights here. I consider this my home. Want to thank my coaches, David Horta, Robbie, and Tim Peterson at Robot Fight and Fitness. You know, it's a big mental struggle coming in here, and they'll help me through it. And I also want to give special thanks to Chad George also and everyone at CMMA. He's helped out a lot, and one of the nicest dudes I know, so I really want to thank them and everyone at CMMA. That's it.
Now, we've asked this question to you many times before, too. What's next for Leo Imai?
I want to see if I can get a fight next week. If I feel good by Monday, and we'll see from there. Maybe see what my coach says. Hopefully, go pro.
That's some stud shit right there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are
wanna get
now
a fight next
witnessing
week.
the coronation of the two-time 145-pound SparStar champion. Put your hands together for Leo, Domo, Imai.
Watch out for this kid in the future.
Oh, wait a minute, Leo. I'm sure you got family and friends you got to shout out to. Nobody comes in here alone. Who do you got to thank for this win?
Well, I already thanked my coaches, my friends that came out, friends and family that came out to watch. Everyone for Robot.
And he says what's up to his mom. This
yeah, I
guy's
really
the
appreciate
total
support.
package here.
You know, just the even
Bellator,
people
get
I don't
ready.
know show me a lot of love and support just because I'm from LA and the champion here. So thanks to Tony and Anthony and everyone else that's been really supportive.
Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Leo Imai.
Leo Imai, Class Act, retains his title. Here's one more look at the finish. Joe, let's take a look here. Already transitioned to the back. See how he has the rear naked choke with the gable grip. He's going to switch to the hand behind the head here to get the tighter squeeze. Boom, there it goes. And that's going to be a
Still
wrap.
working for that other hook.
I don't even think he needed it. And he does get it.
Yep, body triangle. That's a wrap.
Yep. Beautiful job by
Very
Leo
well
Imai.
done. Well done.
I'd like to
And
see
it's
him
exactly
go.
what we expect from him at this point, right? I mean, this whole production, the behind the scenes, the fucking email that I got about the show was like, oh, if we have to get delayed, put on a good fight. Matter of fact, put on one of Leo's. They're always a good fight. I mean, that's exactly what we expected, and he did a great job. I'm telling you, this kid's the future.